Hey, Stephanie with AmericanMuscle.com, and this is my review of these smoked headlights for 87 to 93 Fox Body Mustangs. Headlights are one of the most prominent features of a car, and they're one of the first places that my eye goes to when I look over a car. There really isn't much to the Fox Body headlight, but you do have a few different options, and today we're looking at a set of three-piece smoked headlights. So just like the stock headlights, these are three-piece, which means that you have two marker lights and one main headlight piece. I tend to like the look of the three-piece headlights over the one-piece, but that's probably because I'm old school. These headlights are obviously smoked, but you can see that the lenses are still like the factory lenses in the sense that they still have that factory diffusion ribbing. If we look a little closer, we can see that not only are these lenses smoked, but the headlights also have black housings too, which is going to make them one of the darker headlight options that AmericanMuscle has. Because these headlights do have that smoked lens, that does mean that it could be a little bit harder to see at night with these guys installed. I would say for sure that if you compare these to the visibility of a stock headlight, you will notice a difference unless your stock headlights are just that terrible or yellowed or scratched. But if you're really into this look, there are ways to get around that though, like maybe using a better bulb that's a little bit brighter than your factory bulbs are. But just keep in mind that if you're looking at purchasing these guys, the visibility is the lowest scored factor in the overall rating of these headlights, even by our customers. Now maybe you like this design, but the headlights seem a little bit too smoked for you, or if you're worried about visibility, you can look at these in black or chrome, which are both lighter than this smoked option, and they're all packing that 1-year full warranty. But the smoked headlights do have the lowest price point, coming in well below the $150 mark. Install-wise, this is pretty easy, guys, and I'm going to rate it as a 1 out of 3 wrenches on the scale here. You're probably looking at about 45 minutes for this install, and just as a side note, I'd recommend just running a bead of silicone around the headlights where the lenses meet the housings, just to make sure you don't have any condensation issues down the road. The fitment of these headlights isn't usually something that you have to worry about, and if you want to round out the front end upgrade here, you can always pick up the headlight weather stripping, which may sound like a small thing, but I think it makes a pretty big difference, and the new weather stripping complements new headlights pretty nicely in my opinion. That actually leads into one of the things I don't like about these headlights. It would be a little bit nicer if they came with the weather stripping, and then if you take a look at the back, you'll notice that the new lamps don't have any backing plates or bulb retainers, and I really think it would be a lot nicer if they did, since now you're going to have to transfer your old ones over. So overall, these headlights do have a tinted lens, but they're not really all that dark, and I do like the three-piece design and the warranty, and I really like the price point here. I still think that even though they do cut back on visibility some, there's still an upgrade over the factory headlights in the looks department, especially if you currently have scratched or yellowed or condensation all up in your lights now. So take a peek for yourself and check them out online. I'm Stephanie, and I'll see you next time at AmericanMuscle.com.